Hey there, everybody. It's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at King of Monster Island, as it says here, from the King of Tokyo universe. A couple of things we can see right off the bat that are a little different. This is a different size box than you're used to seeing with the King of Tokyo, King of New York games. Also, this player count, 1 to 5, says that this is going to be a different type of game. And we find out right on the back, it's a cooperative game. Well, that's certainly different. King of Tokyo, King of New York, those were very competitive games. This is a cooperative game. Use your claws and fame to destroy the King of Monster Island. Choose your monster and roll the dice to damage, heal, build. Gain new powers, increase your fame, and recruit allies. Fight 3 bosses with 6 different difficulty levels. Drop the boss dice in the volcano to determine their actions. So there's a big volcano here in the center of the board that you use to drop dice in. So that sounds like good, silly fun. Let's take a look inside and see if we can get a better idea of what this game is all about. Here's our rule book. All right. So, in King of Monster Island, players will play as giant monsters who must work together to defeat a Titan-like boss before it finishes building an interdimensional portal. All right, so we've got our list of components. Got our 3D volcano, our dice, our cards, our cardboard figurines. Here's our illustrated setup. This is a very kind of colorful and bright and vibrant rule book, as you might expect from the game. How to play, all right? The victory condition, you immediately win as a team if the boss reaches 0 health. Defeat condition, if any one of these conditions is met, players immediately lose the game as a team. Any monster begins their monster phase at the skull. 3 pylons are built on the board, or there are no minions in the bag, and you have to draw one. All right, so players take turns going clockwise, starting with any monster, and each turn is split into 3 phases. First, the boss phase, and it goes into more detail about how that goes. Then the monster phase, then end of turn. All right, so as I said, it goes into detail about each of those phases. We've got damage rules and allies. Then you have an ultimate challenge if you've beaten all 3 bosses separately and you wanted an even harder challenge. All right, well, let's take a look at the components, the cardboard here. We've got various tokens. The cardboard quality is, about what you'd expect. Seems pretty standard, nothing to write home about. Not supremely thick, but not so thin that I would make any points about it either. What you'd expect, I would say. All right. Here is part of the volcano, maybe all of the volcano that would be folded around. I will not attempt to put this together on camera. That is a recipe for disaster. Oh boy. All right. Well, something shifted around the box here a little bit. Let's take a look at the board. All right. Here we have our board. You're going to be placing the volcano there in the center. Very colorful, bright, and vibrant. I like the look of that board. This is a very thick plastic for our volcano base. I'm assuming this is the base. Cardboard goes around. This pops on top of that. And then this is a randomizer for how the dice are going to pop out. We've got a drawstring bag here that seems to be nice and thick. I don't think you have to worry about that getting worn out anytime soon. Here are our monster standees. Oh no, these are bosses, I bet. I think, yeah, these are bosses. I would almost sure. Because they mentioned 3 different bosses, and I'm betting we've got cards and such for them. The Lava Lord. The Crystal Dragon. Lithosaur. The Mad Scientists. The Medbots. The Ninjas. The Media. The Army. And the Ape Monsters. All right, well, put these back where they were so I can kind of, otherwise I'll forget where things go in this. Look at this, I'm already struggling to put these back in the right way. And then we had the bag. Bag was probably folded. There we go. This I think goes right there. Yes, it does. Look at all these dice. These dice will be familiar to players of the King of games. These look a little different. They're smaller. But good quality dice as you would expect. Again, if you've played any of the King of games, these slightly larger, chunkier than normal dice are always fun. We've got our energy cubes, which again, if you've played any of the King of games, will be familiar to you. Those are fun and still carry over into this game. We've got some just standee bases there. I'm not going to bother showing you those in any detail. Let's take a look at our monsters. So we've got our monster standees here. All right, I'm just going to show you those off. There we go. And then our trackers with the points and the health right there. Let's just kind of go through these. That one doesn't have its name on there. That's interesting. All the other ones do. Huh, okay. And some cards to finish things off here. Let me open these up and we'll take a look at some of these cards. All right. These cards are going to look very familiar to anyone who's played any of these games before. But the big difference here is that this is a cooperative game, and I'm very intrigued to see how this kind of system, because I'm assuming their dice rolling is going to be very similar, kind of a riff on the Yahtzee dice rolling mechanic. It'll be interesting to see how this kind of transforms into a cooperative game. All right, so you can see a lot of vibrant art. These are some event cards, which you did not really have in the other games. So, yeah, I'm intrigued. I can see how this could work as a cooperative game and still kind of retain the silliness and wackiness that is a hallmark of the King of games. Here we go, and everything back in its place. That is King of Monster Island. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.